I don't really expect this to go on. Hello? There we go. Okay. I don't really expect this to go on for a lot longer. Hello? There we go. But we'll see how it goes. What if it ends in 5 minutes? I'll be very disappointed. But we'll just start the next one. So, CJ. It's the Wambus. What's going on, Wambus? You got to go back and watch the footage for that. I don't. I really don't know what was going on. What's going on, dude? Neither do we. Neither do we. You said it, so. It's too close to Wumpus, which is the Discord one. What is it butt like? Who knows, dude? We need some fan art. Get some fan art of Wambus. A wide net. Wide Putin happy. Ms. Jensen, what were your actions after the auction resumed? I took the victim's place and participated in the auction. The conductor instructed me to win the bid for the costume trunk because the body was inside it. It would have been bad if another auction guest won the bid for it. Didn't realize the box was empty. We only found out when I came up to the storeroom to pay the bill. The conductor was with me and told me to go search for her immediately. Then I found another girl collapsed in front of the ladder. That was Kay. She probably fell down from the roof and lost consciousness. Maybe the victim left the hatch open when she went up to the rooftop? Okay. Kay was surprised at seeing the collapsed victim and did not notice the open hatch. She must have missed her footing and fell down into the storeroom but bonked her head. I have determined the sound that made you faint. It was likely the sound of Kay falling onto the storeroom floor. That might have been it, though I reckon it's kind of pathetic to faint over something like that. When Miss Jensen found the unconscious Kay, Miss Hart was also unconscious behind the statue. The situation is becoming clearer to me, Miss Jensen. Please continue your story. After I found Kay and the victim, I put them both in the trunk. Oh my god, you locked Kay in with a dead woman? If the customer at the auction found out, there would have been a huge commotion. Was that an order? Yes, it was. Since I secretly decided to put the raincoat on Miss Crane, I had to dispose of the raincoat without the conductor noticing. So the conductor didn't anticipate the raincoat becoming another piece of evidence. We dressed Miss Crane in a spare conductor's outfit. In doing so, you made the victim appear as if she was the conductor. In the end, the auction ended without anyone noticing anything. Ooh, hey, 26 ain't bad. I got like a 34 on my first attempt, so, you know. Granted, we don't have all the knowledge. We didn't have the knowledge we knew now that we had. So I didn't have the information from back then of what we know now. So I was going off of an old guide made by A.J. Johnson. So things are a little different back then, but 26 and change, not bad. Not bad at all. You didn't stream that, did you? Because, I checked your Twitch channel and I didn't see it. So. Gotcha. Well, when you stream attempts, I'll be there to watch. I'll do my best at least. I can't guarantee I'll be there the whole time, but I'll do my best to check it out. Ms. Jensen, your crimes have become clear. If you know anything else, please hold nothing back. I gotta get the fucking thing open. Do my best.
Do my best.
There we go. We got it.
Horse pants!
There we go. Horse pants! Oh, I still didn't do the fucking thing. Oh well. One of these days, I'll get on my fucking shit and do it right. Let's see here. I want to help you more, but that is all I know. If I had to say, there is just one thing that bothers me. When I took Miss Crane's place, I borrowed her clothes. There was no way for me to borrow her hair. Ouch. What kind of coroner's assistant goes around stealing a corpse's hair? Hang on. What kind of hair did she have? Brown hair. Okay. Both the color and the length of our hair is different, so I was worried about how to disguise it. The conductor even had a wig prepared for me. He had 2 of them. Inside the costume trunk, there was both a straight wig and a wavy wig. Were there 2? Who knows? Maybe it was a precaution in case the victim had changed her hairstyle. I ended up using the straight wig to match Miss Crane's hair. Okay. Yeah, this case isn't like immediately over. We're not like on the last 5 minutes, but we're definitely in the last hour home stretch. Yep, that's really all I know. So that means you don't know who the conductor is? I'm sorry, I only knew that person at the auction, conductor. Never saw that person without a mask on. Sorry to interrupt. I have to paint my nails really quick. If we meet IRL, paint my nails. Sure, I'll paint your nails with what is this fucking liquid bandage? I never saw that person without a mask on. The conductor seemed to be on guard towards everybody. If you bring the nail polish, I'll paint them. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll do my best. At this rate, ha 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 ha. Edgeworth, is that all you've got? Even if that little nurse is an accomplice, it changes absolutely nothing. In the end, the true culprit is still Kay Faraday. All you did was add another criminal. Rule of law cannot be overturned, not for your sake. What papers is he burning? This is as far as I go? Objection! Francisca. Why are you here? Didn't I tell you, Miles Edgeworth? Wherever there is a case, I will follow. Prosecutor Von Karma, your hard work is most appreciated. However, don't get the wrong idea. I only came here to find out the truth behind what happened to Kay Faraday. I don't plan on forgiving you for abandoning the prosecutor's path. Oh, she said the name of the game! That's the title! I understand. You should thank your former subordinate. He gave me some valuable information which may save Kay Faraday. Listen well, Miles. This will be the final piece of evidence. Jill Crane suffered the wound on her head first. Oh, we already know that. Well, someone say something. Well, I hate to say it, but we all already proved that. Already proved? Yes. Well, just a few minutes. Oh, ow! You should have told me sooner. You're the one who barged in here. Well then, does that mean you found out what the murder weapon was already? Not yet. Is that so? In that case, listen well. Haha! Roll credits. We did it, boys. The victim was struck on the head with a blunt cylindrical object. The wound on her chest was suffered post-mortem. Cylindrical. Objection. You know, this report of yours, I trust it's accurate, of course. These were the results of 2 independent autopsies carried out by 2 respective doctors. Objection. That's reassuring, but it's too bad. You have no right to investigate this. Oh, I'm sorry. Interpol is after the black market auctions, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of the investigation. The victim participated in the auction, therefore, it is only natural for me to investigate. Especially now that she's been murdered. I see. Clever girl, little Von Karma. And it has been settled. The victim died from blunt force trauma to the head. Fortunately, the murder weapon has yet to be found. Just knowing the shape of the murder weapon gives me an idea as to what it might be. Okay, what actually is that going to be, though? We didn't find any other murder weapons, you know? Do we have anything cylindrical? Not really. If you consider the conductor's possessions and the crime scene, the answer should be clear. Oh, Jesus. What did you hit her with? I don't know, dude. The blunt cylindrical object used in the auction was... Oh, the auction gavel. That actually makes sense. That's right, because it disappeared afterwards. Clean! What's going on, Clean? The conductor had in their hand during the auction an auction gavel. We have testimony that says it disappeared halfway through. But I'd say you're about 10 minutes. Probably less than that. I was just, shooting the shit for like 20 minutes. Well, like 15, so. What's going on, Clean? Not much, you said. Alright. Alright, man. Big chillin' tonight. Mobile notifications wasn't uber late. I know. Usually it's like 20. Well, actually, I think mine. A lot of times my push notifications are pretty fast, but every once in a while they're slow as hell, which is frustrating. Yeah, it varies. I agree. Ice Age, hello. What's going on, dude? We didn't find an auction gavel. If the culprit is the conductor, it is possible the gavel may be the murder weapon. Hanging, bro? You know me, Doug. Playing some Ace Attorney. If the culprit is the conductor, it is possible the gavel may be the murder weapon. However, that alone is not reason enough, wouldn't you agree? I have proof to back it up. This piece of evidence proves the murder weapon is the auction gavel. It's Lotta's testimony.
Take that.
Hell yeah, brother. Sweet. I just been on a week of vacation and I worked for one day and I'm off tomorrow and it feels good. Feels good to go to work for one day and then be off for it immediately afterwards. It's like, yes, my vacation is still going, dude. I just had one little hiccup. Now I'm back. I'm back on it. According to Miss Hart's testimony, after the victim had been murdered, it seems she suddenly stopped hearing the sound of the gavel during the auction. I think this needs to be closer. I'm trying to find out. There we go. That's what it was. Gotta have the pop filter a little closer to the mic, I think. When it's really far away, then it's like it really starts to it stops my voice from getting too close. Gotta keep it like right there. That should be good. Right there. Seems she suddenly stopped hearing the sound of the gavel. However, she had been able to hear it up until then. Why was that, you ask? It was because it had been used as the murder weapon and was covered in the victim's blood. It became necessary to dispose of it. Isn't that right? Blazed a best. All the search for the murder weapon performed immediately. Well, good luck with that, you know. You gotta work as hard as you can while you're young, you see. He's confident that we won't find it. Well then, while the search for the murder weapon continues, I hereby call for a brief recess. Aha! Okay. Looks like we were like 10 minutes away from an actual break in the story, but that's fine. I'm just glad it didn't end like right then. These idle animations for the guys in the background. All right. Order in the court. Prosecutor Von Karma, your report, please. I have bad news. We've searched every inch of the Grand Tower. The auction gavel was nowhere to be found. Gah. This is most unfortunate. Yes. It seems I am left with no choice. Oh, well, it sure seems that way, you know. Normally, you wouldn't commit a blunder like leaving behind the murder weapon, you know. Best criminals would never do something like that. It's a shame, but it can't be helped, you see. This takes me back. All those defendants who came to me asking for a plea bargain, they trusted me, told me every one of their dirty little secrets. And then it came time for the trial, and I'd get them sentenced to life in prison. They were all completely dumbstruck, each and every one of them. Oh, how I wish you all could have seen it, the stupid look on their faces. I shall hereby announce my verdict. Please humbly accept the words of the law. If only we had some evidence. I never thought that I would be passing judgment on you like this. Is this the end? Nice. Thank you, Courtney. As much as I hate Courtney, I'm glad that she's on our side now. Blazed a best, I hereby indict you. What? Oh? What's gotten into you all of a sudden? I have here documents regarding a certain case. The IS-7 incident, a case that happened 18 years ago. Documents, you say? Why would you suddenly... Wait, you don't mean... On the day of the crime, the record of their keycard being used was... I came to this room to fetch these documents, of course. When I entered the meeting room, it seemed it was before the black market auction had begun. At first, I told you that I came to gather documents about you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. At that time, I simply could not tell you the truth. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? What are you doing, Justine? Why are you indicting Pops? Ty Kevin. See, he says. How's it go? How's it going, my dude? Without any basis, this is slander. That was a wonderful remark, Sebastian. Huh? Of course, there is a basis. During the case 18 years ago, Prosecutor Manfred von Karma fabricated information regarding the body. The body of the sculptor Isaac Dover had been stolen. Papa fabricated information about a body? What do you mean? Let's see here. Detective Lacer. Rip Lacer. Hyped about the yellow task? Nice. Any more time save? I know you said you saved like 5 seconds or something on some trick recently. You've been doing even more work on it? Detective Lacer, who handled the initial investigation. Another 72 frames! Woo! Woo! We did it, boys! We saved 72 frames! Good shit, bro. I love how you get hyped over 72 frames of time save, which is not insignificant. It just is funny to me that you're like, dude, we saved 72! Ah! Oh, man. Detective Rip Lacer had handled the initial investigation, reported the body had gone missing. However, in order to deceive von Karma, there was a person who purposely did not report to him that the body had disappeared. What? What did you say? That person would not forgive those who defied him, nor would he allow others to hold power. He would use any means necessary in order to bend others to his will. And then, also 18 years ago, Director Young was ordered by a certain individual to write a fake autopsy report. Dr. Young, who was the one who wrote the autopsy report for the IS-7 incident? Please wait, Granny didn't do anything wrong. She was ordered by that person. She had no choice but to obey by that person. Fucking name them, dude. Exactly, 72 frames in a 300,000 frame movie, yeah. Well, you know what it is, so. Listen, I'm glad that there's somebody out there that gets excited for that kind of thing. You know what I mean? That person was the chief prosecutor at the time. The chief prosecutor 18 years ago? You don't mean, that's right. The one who gave Papa his first penalty was Blaze the Best. What are you saying? Pops would never do something like that. Sebastian, we do not need your opinion right now. Tell him. Blaze the Best, do you have a rebuttal? Fabricating stuff about the body, Von Karma did all that on his own, you know. Falsifying the autopsy report? Young, you would actually do something like that? Man, you really did some terrible things behind my back, you know.
Hold it.
seeing as how all the parties concerned are here today, we should ask them directly. Please wait. Granny is out. Granny, I'm sorry. I knew. That's why I... Yep, because if I didn't, he said he would expose you. If I didn't assist in the crime, Granny would be prosecuted. That's what that man, the conductor, told me. So Miss Jensen was being threatened. Was the conductor who threatened you Blaze the Best? That I don't know. The person who threatened me was the auction conductor. They do have similar physiques, but I never saw the person's face. Any trivial thing is fine. Give us characteristic that could be a clue. Oh yeah. The conductor's mask exposed a tiny part of his face. There was a tattoo there, I'm sure of it. Tattoo, you say? I really have no idea what you're talking about, you know. As you can see, there are clearly no tattoos on my face. So that person doesn't match me at all. That person who threatened her. This so-called conductor. I wonder who it is. Ah ha ha ha. You have incurred the wrath of the goddess of law. I suggest you watch what you say. Seems like he's incurred your own wrath rather than the goddess, but... Jill Crane has been pursuing you, just as I have. And I will not let her death be in vain. That's right, tell him. You say she was pursuing me. I didn't really know her that well, you know. Oh, this is 100% irrelevant to court procedure. Blood seizure. Court procedure. I don't mind girls chasing after me, but I don't recall her falling for me. You didn't know the victim well? That is a testimony we haven't heard up until now. Before the eyes of the goddess of law, you shall give us an official testimony. I see. Everyone is bullying me. If you're gonna go that far, that's fine. I'll just have to make you disappear. Every last one of you. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall cooperate with you as well. Bitchin'. If we let this opportunity slip by, I doubt we will ever get him to stand in court again. I'm dying, Buttspot. No, die, Kevin, please, don't die. I need you to live. Jerry needs you to live. Do not let this chance go to waste. I promise I will live up to your expectations. That's fucking right. Blaze the Best, you shall testify regarding the victim. The victim, Jill Crane, was a member of the prosecutorial investigation committee, you see. Personally, I didn't really know her that well. Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder her. I have no idea why she was pursuing me. You intend to deny your guilt until the bitter end, don't you? Of course. That's what they always do. There's no way Pops could be the criminal. I mean, he's my Pops, you know? He's the very best, like no one ever was. I will travel across the land. Sebastian, if you're going to stick up for me, be sure you have a clear basis. Alright, I got it. I'll clear your false accusations, Pops. I believe in you. We won't lose to someone like Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, you really are pure, you know. Pure stupid. That person, he really loves his father, doesn't he? However, one must be able to accept the mistakes of their father. What does that mean? You have to be able to accept that your parents are fallible? No matter how much they may look up to him. Dude! I got fucking Charlie's Angels out here. For each person must atone for their crimes, no matter who they are. This is going to be hard for Sebastian, but I simply cannot overlook his father's crimes. The victim, Jill Crane, was a member of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. I didn't really know her that well. Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder her. I have no idea why she was pursuing me. If she's a member of the PIC, then you should have been familiar with her. Well, I mean, I knew her face, but that's about it. It's not like we met each other on a regular basis. Personally, I didn't really know her that well. So you're saying you weren't very familiar with the victim? That's right. I didn't even know about the burn mark on her hand. You didn't know about the burn mark? Well, you see, even I had gotten close to her. Even if I had gotten close to her, she would have disappeared soon. It's a pain to remember someone, you know, when they're just gonna disappear. In other words, anyone who defies him disappears. I would like you to add your statement to the victim's burn to your testimony. Let's see here. I thought I saw... Maybe it's this. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. I mean, a part of me thinks that, but I don't know if that's really what I'm supposed to be doing right now. No, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That felt like a little bit of a long shot, so. God, why am I yawning? I'm tired today for some reason. Lord knows why. I did fucking nothing at work. I'll break through that confidence of the best father and son duo. I only just learned that she had a burn mark on her hand, you see. So you're saying that you didn't know about the victim's burn. Is that really the truth? You really are persistent. Do you really think I would pay attention to every little wound on a woman's hand? I would think the burn mark on the victim's hand would be hard to miss. Now that you mention it, Jill Crane would regularly wear gloves. I too did not know about the burn until the incident occurred. I thought so. She was probably trying to hide the burn mark. I understand how sensitive a woman could be about these things, you know. Okay, see? Okay, so she's always wearing gloves. So you were aware that she always wore gloves? Well aware. Those gloves were practically her trademark, you see. I guess they weren't just a fashion statement. She wanted to hide her burn mark. I wonder if that girl over there is also hiding something under her bandages. Huh? I'm not hiding anything. I think you are. You're hiding the face of a criminal. Those words should be directed at someone like you. I shall expose here and now the face of a true criminal. Okay, I think this is where we really need to go over here. Okay, cool. I'm glad I was on the right track, at least initially. Joe Crane regularly wore gloves. If that is true, then it creates a huge contradiction. Oh? I would like you to listen to the voices recorded on the stuffed animal one more time. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. Silence, huh? Been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. Ah! We were under the impression that this was the moment when the victim was murdered. I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. We thought this statement was said by the culprit. Isn't that fine? What's the problem? There's a huge problem with that. If the victim had been wearing gloves from the start, it would have been impossible to see the burn on her hand.
Objection.
Maybe he's the one with the burn. Gloves come off very easily. She could have taken them off during the auction. That's not true. Miss Crane had been wearing her gloves when I took her place. She must have been wearing them before she was murdered. What are you saying? You don't understand the position you're in. I'm not scared anymore. He's fucking right, dude. I have Granny here with me. Blaze, your day of reckoning has finally come. Somehow it seems like you all want to disappear. Okay, real talk. Permanently. I think his beard is going to burn off and it's going to reveal that he has a facial tattoo. It's also going to reveal that he has a burn mark somewhere. Only one who will be disappearing here is you, Blaze the Best. How dare you say that to Pops? Does it really matter if the burn mark was visible or not? It certainly does matter. If the burn mark is visible, then we'd have a complete turnabout of the situation. What? The victim's burn mark wasn't visible. What exactly does that tell you? The culprit also has a burn mark.
No, that's wrong.
Sebastian, turn your way of thinking around. Huh. The victim was wearing gloves, then her burn mark could not have been seen. In that case, whose burn mark was seen? Burn mark? Precisely, the culprit must have had a burn mark as well. In other words, I knew who you were right away. You can't hide that burn from me. The person who said that was not the culprit, but the victim. What?
Objection.
Sebastian, could you please step aside? Edgeworth, all your reasoning up till now was just a figment of your imagination. The culprit had a burn mark? Where was it? If you can't answer that, then your logic doesn't hold up. Where's the culprit's burn mark? On their face? During the auction, wasn't everyone wearing a disguise? During the auction, everyone should have been dressed in a particular way. Couldn't have been on their hands. Couldn't have been... Right, this is what what's his name was dressed up as. So hands and face are the only thing, but they have gloves. So if not for the gloves, it would have to be the face. But he doesn't have a burn mark on his face. What's the proof that I have here? I'm not really sure. It's not here. It's none of this stuff. Autopsy report. Mask. Where was the culprit's burn? It was what the conductor was wearing during the auction. In other words, the outfit you were wearing at the time. What can you figure out from the clothes alone? The conductor had been wearing a white suit, white gloves, and a mask. His attire had covered up most of his skin. According to Miss Jensen's testimony, the conductor's mask exposed a small part of his face. In addition, while she thought there had been a tattoo there, it's possible she simply mistook the burn mark for a tattoo. A burn mark on his face? It's all very scintillating. Scintillating? That's right. Oh. I'm afraid you're getting excited over nothing. None of the PIC members have any burn marks on their face, you see. That includes me as well. Sebastian, could you please be quiet? If you're an idiot, then act like one. Normally, Sebastian is a nuisance to everyone around him, but this time I owe him my gratitude. That reaction from Blaze's own son, it reveals the truth more clearly than anything else. I'm confident. I know who that unidentified piece of evidence belongs to. What's wrong with that prosecutor? Usually Sebastian is slower to arrive at the truth than anyone else. However, this time he has probably figured it out. His own father is a criminal. Since he knows the truth, he's in pain, isn't he? If he didn't know the truth, he could have remained blissful in his ignorance. Okay, we are here in order to pursue the truth. Doesn't matter what path my reasoning takes, the important thing is to arrive at the truth. Once before, when I lost faith in my reasoning, you said that to me and showed me the way. You've been gone this whole time. This time I shall show you the truth. You are innocent. You let her into our server. How dare you? No, it's fine. Our sacred server, which hasn't been updated in a while? I also want to know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, please tell me. That's the spirit. That's impossible, you know. That is filthy. Just where could I possibly have a burn mark? It's nowhere to be found, you see. There's no evidence to prove that I'm the culprit. That's right. There's no contradiction at all. There's no way there can be a contradiction. Not for my pops. Sebastian, I understand why you don't want to admit it. However, if you avert your eyes from the truth, you will regret it forever. Pops, just what should I do? Ha. I really wonder why you're such an idiot, you know? Sebastian, if you really want to save me, you'll have to try a little bit harder. Gotta use your head. Honestly, you really are a useless idiot. No way. But I tried really hard. I tried my best, Pops. I went to the school you told me to go to. I reached the top of my class just like you told me to. Just look at this jacket. Only someone who graduated at the top of his class gets to wear it. I did everything you told me to do. That's how I got to be the best at the academy. He's actually super ripped, though. I agree. He's got a fucking, like, 8-pack down there. Somehow. I even won all those awards. Just so I could be like you, Pop.
Objection.
You really are such an idiot. Huh. You know, those gold stars you got on your tests, I made the teacher give them to you. Every speech and debate contest, all the judges were my friends. You know, Sebastian, if you weren't even able to notice something like that, you're really not worthy of being called my son, don't you think? Damn. What? Even my son has disappeared. Ha ha ha, oh my. It's enough to make me cry, you know. He was trying his best for me, and yet he was totally useless. You are a truly despicable person. As the chairman of the PIC and as a father. Even if I feel sorry for that foolish prosecutor. Poor Mr. Prosecutor. Blaze the best. Just what do you think of your own son? He's just a useless pawn. Whoa now, maybe you should look in the mirror before you criticize me, you know. I mean, even you also used Sebastian to get close to me, didn't you? I cannot deny that. However, he is not a mere pawn. He always tries to do his very best, even if the results aren't up to par. I've seen just how hard he tries. You refuse to even acknowledge it.
Objection.
Ha 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 ha, that kid is no good. I better throw him out with the bathwater. No matter what he does or is told to do. Edgeworth, I shall leave this offering to the goddess of law to you. Deliver her divine judgment against Blaze the Best. That was my intention from the beginning. This is a bit of an odd redemption mark, but if there was a burn mark on the conductor's face, then Blaze the Best must be hiding it. What was he wearing during the auction? The key to revealing the truth. Allow me to hear your answer. Please show the piece of evidence that proves the culprit had a burn mark on his face.
Take that.
If you would recall Miss Jensen's testimony, there is still one point that remains unexplained. 2 types of wigs had been prepared, one of which was left unused. The wavy wig? What are you talking about? It was something Miss Jensen found when she switched places with the victim. What does something like that have to do with the burn? Inside the costume trunk, Miss Jensen witnessed 2 wigs. One of them had been used by Miss Jensen to make her look like the victim. Just what was the other wig used for? It doesn't seem like it was... doesn't it seem like a spare wig? There's no need to overthink it. Just compare the attire of the true culprit, the conductor, and what that of Blaise de Best. Don't stare at me like that. Don't you think there's just one spot where there's a huge contradiction? Specifically, around his face? So that's not a wig at all. Indeed, it was no wig. Blaise de Best, it was your fake beard. Yep. This is a real beard, you know. Don't tease me like that, Edgeworth. Your son must have realized the truth before anyone else. That's why he was trying so desperately to protect you. You were also worried that he would tell the truth. Isn't that why you drove your son away from here? Because he knew his father was hiding a burn under his fake beard. Grr. Blaise de Best. How about you remove that fake beard of yours? Yeah, it burns! There it is. Is that a skull? Prosecutor Edgeworth, justice has been served before the goddess of law. For that, I give my thanks. Why am I getting choked up? I don't know. I should be the one thanking you. Blaise de Best, I hereby announce my verdict. You shall be taken into custody for the murder of Jill Crane. Is that it? Is that the end of it? Why did that feel anticlimactic? Mr. Edgeworth, thank you very much. I'm so happy that you believed in me to the very end. Have we heard this song? Maybe we have. No need to thank me. As a prosecutor, no. As a friend, I simply wanted to save you. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I bring good tidings. Seems that former Chairman de Best has been safely detained in the detention center. Why does she look cuter with all the bandages? Because she's not all dressed up in all of her weird stuff. She's lost her memories, so she's like all, you know, wrapped up in her hospital gown. Plus her hair is down, I agree. Blaise de Best is a shrewd man. There's a good chance he has already disposed of it. There is also one piece of testimony that concerns me. Blaise de Best mentioned that the only thing he did not fake were the letters. What do you mean? Thank you so much for helping with my plan. I'm glad we can help each other get what we want. He found the letter of Jill Crane's clothes. I promise I'll get it back. Then he also found this letter on Kay, who was unconscious in the storeroom. The contents of the letters seemed to suggest the two had been corresponding with each other, which is why Blaise de Best assumed the two were working together. That can't be right. After reading the 2 letters, he decided to pin the crime on Kay Faraday. In order to cast suspicion on her, he planted one of the letters in a notable spot: the deceased Jill Crane's left breast pocket. Isn't that just an excuse? Yes, that is what I thought it well, but it may have simply been a last-ditch effort to save himself. However, before the stern eyes of the goddess of law, these are all trivial matters. His crime shall certainly not go unpunished. I'm a sucker for that? Damn. Now I know. With this, I have finally fulfilled one of my long-standing missions. Judge Courtney, will you tell me what you know? Why did Blaze DeBest murder Jill Crane? And what lies hidden beneath this case? I don't mind. You have the right to know everything. Long ago, Jill Crane was in love with a cameraman. I also have my hair down right now. That man was pursuing the black market auction as a journalist. Oh, is this, what's his name? The guy who died on the plane? Then, before he could reach the truth, he was erased. Hey man, but $20 is $20, all right? Are you denying that $20 is in fact $20?
No, that's wrong.
Get a rock-hard ranger!
The feelings in the items Miss Crane inherited from her beloved brought her to the auction. She had come to exact revenge on the conductor, Blaze. Although in the end, she was the one who was murdered instead. So that's what happened. Now I'm actually really curious. Hang on. Turnabout Airlines. Oh, it's Hicks. Okay, there we go. Ackby Hicks was the one who died. Okay. Part of me was like, was it Hill or Crane? I don't know. It's Ackby Hicks. While the goddess of law cannot condone her actions, we have succeeded in her goal of bringing Blaze DeBest's crimes to light. So Judge Courtney's goal was to expose Blaze DeBest and reveal the dark secrets of the PIC. By the way, what happened to the young prosecutor? We have been unable to contact him for some time now. Do you have any idea where he might be? I had not been truly working for him, so... I see. I feel very sorry for him. What you should be sorry for is the fact that he was kept in the dark until now. No matter how cruel reality is, he will have to accept it. If he can't, he won't be able to walk his own path in life. Ever. Father's influence is not something that is easily erased. However, I'm sure he will be able to change from here on out. That's right. Surely, you must be right. Will I too be able to walk my own path in life? Kay, is your body alright? Yes, thanks to you. I'm so sorry. Even though you're my patient, you ended up getting suspected because of me. Ouch. You can't just take care of the patient's body, you gotta take care of their heart. Aw. That's my granny. Kay, how are your memories? I feel like I'm on the verge of remembering something. Well, then I shall take my leave here. It's very smooth. It's very bonk. Oh. I'll be presiding over Patricia Rowland's trial. Who? Patty Rowland? That would be the trial for the murder of Horace Knightley. Oh, Patty Rowland. There we go. That's right. It's been a while. It's been a while. Who's in charge of the defense? Miss Crane was supposed to be her defense attorney, But now that she has passed away, we are currently arranging for a replacement defense attorney. Jill Crane had been in charge of Patricia Rowland's defense? I'll also have to get in contact with Sebastian quickly since he's the prosecutor in charge. Well then... please wait. What about Mr. Edgeworth's prosecutor badge? What will happen to his prosecutor's badge? With the chairman's arrest, the PIC is no longer functional. So I cannot answer that question easily. Perhaps one could say only the goddess of law knows. But that's... You don't need to worry about me. This is the path that I have chosen. It seems you have no plans to change it either. Of course not. I chose this path to seek the truth. We did. At least I think we did. It feels like we made it to the end, but I also feel like there's something still unsolved. With the departure of Blaise de Best, the law has once again returned to our hands. If you truly desire to continue the prosecutor's path, I am willing to assist you in reclaiming your badge. I appreciate the sentiment, but I must decline. I did not relinquish my badge for half-hearted feelings. With half-hearted feelings. Seems our paths of law will continue to run counter to each other. Until our paths cross once again, I'll have you hold on to that badge. That was my intention from the start. However, on occasion, the goddess of law is quite generous. Please return this notebook to its proper owner. Kay's promise notebook. Seems this was scheduled to be put up for bidding at the black market auction. The name Kay is written on the notebook. Seems Blaise de Best quickly realized this belonged to the girl. Since the letters he found also contained the same name, you speak as if he really did not know about the letters. Are you saying that Blaise really did not prepare the letters himself? That man said so himself. Kay Faraday's goal was to steal back the notebook. Jill Crane's goal was to get revenge. In order to achieve their goals, the two teamed up to infiltrate the auction, or so he says. This was all Blaise's misunderstanding. It was purely a coincidence. If the attorney from the PIC and Kay really were acquaintances. It would be strange that she never mentioned it to me, considering her personality. You really do trust her. In the end, the notebook was used as another red herring, but seems that something that is very important to the girl, is it not? I'll make a special exception and return it. I'm sure that's what the goddess of law desires. I appreciate it. Who did it? The guy I immediately called out as being the killer, Blaise de Best. And before AP says it was Wambus. It's been like 5 seconds now, so now he can't do it. Come on, AP, I expected you to be faster. I expected you to be faster on the ball. The chairman of the PIC. I shall pray that she recovers her lost memories. So are the people who forged evidence not going to get in trouble? Is something wrong? Kay, I am returning something very important to you. This is... Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Look, Daddy, I wrote them all down. I'll be sure to follow all of our promises, become a hero just like you. That's right. There was one more. I forgot to write down the most important promise. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I'll be sure to remember. I'll never ever forget them. Always try your hardest to learn things you don't understand. Oh no, I am. This is such a weird animation, and it's kind of freaky. I am The great thief who steals the truth, Kay Faraday. I'm the second Yatagarasu. There's her smile. Miss Redworth's assistant. Kay, you remember? It's kind of embarrassing, though. Thanks to you. Thank you so much. It's all thanks to you, Miss Redworth. Even when I lost my memories, you were still always trying to save me. Hey, CJ, they're doing the thing where they don't forget that the time existed. They wake up and they're like, oh yeah, that happened, didn't it? It seems you're back to normal. You've gotten better. Your health comes first. Now you can relax. Just make sure you don't run off and lose all your memories again. Ah, Miss Jensen, Dr. Young, thanks for worrying about me. Hey, if you're feeling all better, how about changing back into your own clothes? I washed your clothes for you, so they're nice and clean. These clothes. Wasn't Detective Gumshoe holding onto them? He said forensics was done with them, so he gave them back to me. Have they revealed the results of the analysis yet? To be honest, I actually didn't think to ask about that. No, more importantly, let's hurry up and get you changed. Isn't it better if we don't remove her bandages? She should be fine now. Okay, sure. She just bumped her head. We really didn't have any other major injuries. Then why was she so heavily bandaged? Better safe than sorry. A pound of prevention is worth an ounce of cure. That's my motto. Alrighty. Come on, Kay. Let's get you dressed up. Over there. And she's back. I really did like her with her hair down, though. This is definitely what a great thief looks like. A smile certainly suits you best. In the past, and now as well. Ah, Miss Von Karma, thank you for coming too. I only came because Scruffy asked me to. That's Scruffy. He always wanted to see your energetic self again. Gummy! Oh, what happened to Gummy? Who knows? Is Franzi gonna apologize for throwing Kay on blast? Probably not. They have definitely met before. Didn't they meet as adults too? Yeah, they met in the last case. Okay, whatever. Maybe he was disgusted with the man who willingly threw away his prosecutor badge. Detective Gumshoe? I must be going soon. I'll be taking these ladies in for questioning. Ah, what's going to happen to the two of them? One aided in the murder of an attorney and the other forged an autopsy report 18 years ago. Those crimes definitely won't disappear. Of course, I will mention in court that they were being blackmailed by Blaze. We'll be just fine. As long as Granny's by my side, we're invincible. Hit her with the cane. Hit her with the cane. Aw. Well then, take care. Yeah, they're both at the very end. Now then, Kay. Sorry to ask so soon right after you regained your memories, but I have some questions. Sure, ask me anything you want. What were you doing on the day you lost your memories? On that day, I was asked to come to Gourd Lake. I don't know who called me there, though. I was watching the moon at Gourd Lake. A person in a red raincoat approached me. All of a sudden, he used some kind of drug to knock me out. Shelly the Killer. The place where Kay saw the moon was at Gourd Lake? When I woke up, it seems I somehow ended up on the roof of the Grand Tower. My mind was still in a daze. I stumbled around for a bit. When I found the person in the red raincoat, that's when I found them collapsed. I was startled. When I stepped back in panic, I fell from a high place and got knocked out cold again. When I woke up, all of my memories were gone. The person in the red raincoat, who exactly was that person? Okay, so we kind of knew the letters were like weird. I'm here to get my revenge or whatever. That was definitely planted by Shelly in the aftermath. I was certain that I saw them walking in midair. Somehow this is all starting to make my head hurt. Please calm down. You're just a little confused because you're only recently gotten your memories back. Most likely, this is the main cause of your confused memories. This is probably the main cause. No, it's not. You saw. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Wink. Hey, it's Big Boy Rincon. Happy New Year, Adam. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And Merry belated Christmas. I don't think I wished you sorry. I don't think I wished you happy birthday. It's a me. Happy belated birthday. Hope you're doing well, dude. Everything going okay? The restaurant doing all right? Y'all surviving? Alright, which led you to confuse the two places. So far, so good. So far, so good. That's good, man. Glad we're all hanging in there. You lurking? Do your thing, dog. Aren't they totally different places? Even if I was in a daze, do you really think I'd get them confused? Most likely there was something at the Grand Tower which led to your confusion. The tree? Grand Tower Rooftop and Gourd Lake have 2 points in common. They both have a cherry tree and a food stall. Ah, now that you mention it. Your memories were confused because you had been in 2 similar locations. The person that you first saw could not have been walking in midair. They were simply walking on the ground at the Gourd Lake Park. You must have gotten that scene confused with the Grand Tower Rooftop. So that's what happened. How dare they steal the memories of a great thief? They'll pay for this. Nevertheless, I wonder who the person that assaulted Kay was. The person in the red raincoat who appeared at Gourd Lake. Uh-oh. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the storeroom. Edgeworth, let's go check it out. What's this? My shutterbug sense is tingling. You're still here? They just casually walk away. April 6th. Yeah. Grand Tower. There's a bomb. Oh, it's the receiver. Mr. Edgeworth, this walkie-talkie thing, that's what's beeping. Bruh. Why do I feel like I've seen it somewhere before? You have. It's Shelly the Killer. Better answer it. Come on, we have to answer it. Here goes. Click. Hello, Edgeworth speaking. Please don't just answer it on your own. I am speaking with Mr. Miles Edgeworth, I presume? That voice is Shelly the Killer. I congratulate you on resolving the case. However, did Kay get her memory back? Yes. We solved the case, and we got her memory back. Can you truly say, in good conscience, that it has been solved? Are you aware of the mastermind who is pulling the strings behind this incident? Also, hi man, how's it going? What do you know about the incident? It's not important right now, wouldn't you agree? Right now, we're discussing the mastermind behind this case. I have an inkling that such a person existed even before you said anything. After all, there was evidence to suggest that someone had used Kay to disrupt the investigation. There was? So, who's this mastermind? I would like to hear your thoughts on the matter. Would you kindly show me the evidence that indicates the existence of the mastermind?
Take that!
That's not it, is it? I can't say I really understand. I am very sorry, but I also don't understand. Oh. The Jam and Ninja. Gyms open up tomorrow. Need to sleep early and get job apps in. Oh, that's right. You're going to try and reapply to the gym. I I see, says the blind man.
Take that!
No, it's not it either. Would you kindly show me the evidence that indicates the existence of a mastermind?
Take that!
No, god damn it, what am I missing, dude?
Take that! Take that! Take that!
Blood on hidden left.
Take that!
Okay, I'm actually really... really not sure.
Take that! Take that!
Okay, that's probably what it is. Oh, that's actually what it is, because they're telling me it is. I did the first letter because I thought both of the letters were suspicious, but apparently only the victim's letter. It was the letter that Kay allegedly sent to the victim. Come to think of it, I don't remember writing that letter at all. That's right. Who could have prepared this letter? I too am quite curious to know. You're not the one who wrote the letter? What could I possibly gain from doing such a thing? Not sure if you're aware, but Slay the Spire is on mobile now? Oh! Interesting. I just might have to pick that up. Shame I can't do workshop characters, but I'd love to do some more of that game. It's not necessary for you to stand in court in order to make the... is it not necessary for you to stand in court in order to make the truth clear? What can you possibly do now that your badge has been taken from you? I look forward to finding out from the shadows. How does he know that? Do we have an understanding? Please ensure you do not betray my trust. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Said the case wasn't solved yet. What did he mean by that? Why would Mr. DeKiller even bother telling us that? Nothing makes sense anymore. This case has not reached its true conclusion yet. I did think it was a little weird. Have fun? Thanks, bud. Although I've lost my prosecutor's badge, who I am still has not changed. Well, I don't know where this may lead me. I shall reveal the truth. Ah, we're going to have a part 2 to this? Good night, honey bunches of oats. All right, that looks like that's the end of the case. That is an interesting way to end that. Okay.